What is going on, everybody? This is Jackson from JD Sports Zone, and today I have another special Banana Ball interview. I'm here with Division II National Champion, infielder for the Loco Beach Coconuts, JD Urso. JD, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to do this. How's your day going, and happy holidays?
Likewise, Jackson. Thank you for having me. Off to a good start today and excited to be able to chop it up with you and talk some banana ball.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Honestly, you're part of one of the most exciting new teams, the Local Beach Coconuts, and I look forward to seeing what you and the rest of your team does in 2026. But before I get into the banana ball side of things, I want to start with your collegiate career at the University of Tampa. I mean, recently, congratulations on your Division II national championship out there in Tampa. I mean, you had the opportunity to play with your dad at the University of Tampa.
Mm.
You caught the final out in the national championship. What did that personally mean to you?
Yeah, it was incredible, especially as the playoffs started to pan out. The biggest fear in my head is like the last game's near, like the last game with my dad. Because for context for the viewers, I was the perfect 2019 grad. So right when I got to college, it was 2 years of COVID. Some of the Division One schools only had 1 year. We had two at the University of Tampa. So I'm in my sixth year of college, far further than I ever planned on being, and you get to the playoffs and you just know like, hey, this is it. The next loss is it. So I'm gonna take everything, with as much gratitude as I can and just absorb it. Then you start to get on a little run, and we had, I believe, three playoff losses, which is really rare. We lost in every step of the playoffs except for super regionals, and just kept going and kept going. And next thing you know, we hit a grand slam late in the ninth inning of the final game, the third out of the innings coming straight to me. And I'm just thinking to myself, and it's quite literally the easiest pop up you could ever have. Like, it is just floating on top of my head and it's coming down slowly. And I just had all the confidence in the world to catch it. And I was just thinking about, man, I can't wait to see my dad. Can't wait to see my brothers jump in the dog pile. And to be able to solidify my career with that championship at the University of Tampa at the 10th, it's tough to really be remembered at the University of Tampa without that ring. There's been a lot of really good players that come through, but most of them have left with the ring. So it was really important for me to get in that category, and just very blessed to be able to always have those memories with my dad of winning that ring.
I mean, that's absolutely phenomenal, full circle, surreal moment, getting the
Mm.
opportunity to get, the final out in the national championship. I feel like that's every single kid's dream growing up, getting the opportunity to do that. And I mean, University of Tampa, especially with the baseball program, one of the most
Mm.
illustrious programs in all of college baseball at any sort of division. So, I mean, props to you for that. Honestly, great career, great stats from the collegiate side. I mean, stats don't lie, man. But honestly, I want to ask you this. I mean, a lot of people after collegiate baseball take the pro route or indie ball route because I mean, there's four big indie ball leagues. I want to ask you. I mean, you're not moving far. It's Loco Beach, still the Florida, Georgia area.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, what led you to Banana Land after your collegiate career?
Yeah, so obviously, like most kids growing up, it was all about, I want to be a Tampa Ray, a Yankee, something like that. But as my college career progressed and I started to get a little bit older, I had a couple opportunities to play pro ball. It was tough though because it's a 5 round draft, and you're talking about the word free agent in your mind. You're just like, I got so much eligibility. I want to stay away from it, which is what I did. I kept telling them like, hey, if you draft me, I'm fair game. Free agency wise, I'm gonna just keep going back to college until I got my last year. Then you turn 24 years old and you kind of see the writing on the wall. I started to honestly plan like, how do I get in this organization with the Bananas? Because Chase Acuff had not only knocked me out of my freshman and sophomore year, but then goes straight to the party animals. And I'm watching this unfold and I'm watching this take off. I'm just like, I don't know how he got here. I don't know how he got his foot in the door, but I want to be there. Within a week or so, he actually messaged me, and Chase says, hey, do you know anybody who would want to try out for the Bananas? And when I say the Bananas, I always got to be careful. Try out for Banana Ball. And I was like, dude, I got myself in mind right now because I would love to keep playing. I will work as hard as I ever have to get this opportunity. What do I need to do? He's like, well, Coach Vava will shoot you a text, and from there you deal with the coaches and let me know if there's anything I can do to help. I end up making a little trick play video. I get a call from Barry Aldridge the next day, and that's when I learned about the visitors, and everything just started to unfold exactly how I hoped. I went into the visitors knowing like, hey, this is an opportunity to play well so I can earn a invite back to be able to live out my dreams in the 2026 World Tour. And thankfully was able to go in the 11th round. I do wish I would have played better on the visitors, mostly from an offensive standpoint. Just wanted to provide a little bit more offensively. It was a long season of college baseball. You get to the summer and you're just giving all you got left in the tank, and that's pretty much what I was doing. But now I've had a whole off season to train. I'm excited to go show the banana ball world that I can provide on both sides of the ball now.
I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to it in 2026. I mean, Coach Croc says that, every single interview you do with the Local Beach Coconuts, it's family, it's a first thing for 2026. And I'm super excited to see what you do in 2026, JD, with the Local Beach Coconuts. And I want to tie some questions into Banana Ball. Obviously, you're going to be a rookie in Banana Ball with the Local Beach Coconuts. I mean, you're going to be teamed up with guys like Ashby Vining, Eric Osberg, Peyton Chatagnier, for Local Beach. I want to ask you, what are you most looking forward to in 2026 with the Coconuts?
Yeah, watching Coach Croc do his thing in the draft pretty early, I kind of started to realize what he was doing. And, obviously he got the best available talents, but the personalities are really going to mesh. When I just saw, like, okay, there's Peyton, there's Ashby, there's Brewer, like the foundation of the visitor's personality was those three names were huge in what we were doing. And then you go on to add, a big catching bat, some studs, an outfielder that's built like a bodybuilder doing backflips. And then we finally get in a group chat as a team and it's just buzzing. We had our first meeting of the year and I can tell you there wasn't a shirt on that Zoom. It was beach style all around. And before going into it, obviously we had planned it. I had told some of the guys, said, Noah Croc, his shirt's going to be off pretty quickly, and just our vibes, we're clicking already. We haven't even got to meet each other, some of the guys that are new to this, but I can tell you we're going to be a group that is tight knit. We're going to work really hard together. We're going to have a lot of fun together. And the personalities, what Croc stands for, we're all going to buy into. It's not about us. It's about the fans. It's about family and just doing things the right way every day. I love the way Croc says it. He just calls it laying it down. And what that means, it's not about us. It's not about hitting 300. Lay it down for the fans. Give it to the game. Just do things the right way and see what happens. And it's so much easier just to get results that way rather than to try to, meticulate every detail. I need to hit 2 hits tonight. I need to get 3 hits. Nothing productive happens that way when you start to try to control the uncontrollables. You just got to go out there and play and do things the right way. And that's what Croc believes in. And that's what we're going to do.
I mean, it's great to hear, the early stages before even starting practices or meetings
Mhm.
that everybody's meshing well. I mean, the Zoom call story is really fun. I can, imagine imagine that.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's like the tight-knit family and friend group that, like that people aspire for and dream of. I guess in any sort of organization or group like that. But I mean, obviously, more questions tied into Banana Ball, things that go from the dances to the trick plays to the personality aspect of everything for the Local Beach Coconuts. I want to ask you personally, do you have any trick plays or dances up your sleeve for the 2026 season for the fans that are watching?
Yeah, absolutely. I have really dialed in this off season on the trick plays. The one thing that I have going for me is I have Chase Acuff to text at any time I need and just ask him, like, hey, if you were me, what would you be working on? And he was like, buddy, the one thing I can tell you, do trick plays till you get dizzy out there because that is our bread and butter. When there's 100, I think I just saw 101,000 fans that Jesse just announced sold out of Tennessee. I won't be there in that game, but when you have 101,000 people looking at you, you're going to be a little tense. You're going to be a little tight. And if you haven't practiced that trick play, 10,000 times, it's going to be tough to connect on it when it matters most. So everything I've been doing this offseason is trick play related. I'm getting really good at catching it between the legs at third base specifically. I think that's something that you can see from me this year on the hot corner, just getting really low, catching that thing between the legs and actually flipping it up and grabbing the ball out of the air with my hand. During the visitors season this past summer against the Party Animals, I did the trick play bouncing between the legs. For whatever reason, that is just my signature. It just comes natural to me. That's my favorite one. You'll definitely see me do that a lot of first trick plays of the game, just to kind of, get the first one out the way and then start to let loose. but the trick plays are what I want to be remembered for. The dances and everything, I can't wait for it. That type of stuff, I'm not the best at it. I know it. If we're gonna have a mic on this team, I'm politely just gonna pass it to Dalton Malden every time. Say, listen, you got it from here. But dancing wise, it's all about just going out there and having fun. None of us are gonna be on Dancing the Stars just quite yet. We're gonna have to work on it a little bit. But like all things, if you do it with a smile on your face, people are gonna think you're doing a great job. And that's my goal. If there's a smile on the face, maybe they won't notice the hips are a little tight.
I mean, that's awesome to have that perspective. Personally, I can't dance. There's a reason why I'm interviewing you on a podcast instead of being out there, doing baseball and stuff. I haven't played baseball since high school, and that was like 5 years ago, personally for me. So honestly, it's great to hear, the mindset you have for the 2026 season with the trick plays, with the dances, and I mean, you're one of the younger guys on the team, so I mean, you might have to show the older guys how to dance and the trick plays and stuff like that. Because I interviewed Eric Osberg, who's going to be a teammate of yours for the Coconuts, and he told me he hasn't gotten the dancing stuff down. And he said he's 30 years old. I'm one of the older guys. I mean, I need the younger guys to show me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I look
We
forward to 26. But
Absolutely. We're the TikTok generation. We gotta come correct, make sure, our fellow 30-year-olds, we help them through. So, those Maui Wowies and stuff, they can be tough to navigate. If I had $1 for every time I heard someone say what's 6'7", I'd be rich by now. You gotta teach them little, slowly but surely they'll catch on.
No, I completely understand. Unfortunately, the 6'7" trend is still floating around, but I mean,
Yeah.
I don't. I throw it in there a time or two. I can't really blame myself. But I want to ask you. Obviously, Banana Ball has brought in through some top tier celebrities and MLB players like Adam Wainwright. I mean, John Cena, the Backstreet Boys. I mean, for the Local Beach Coconuts in 2026, if you could have on a celebrity guest or MLB legend, do one of each to do a collaboration with, whether that's trick plays, dances, a game, who would you bring on in 26 and why?
Ooh, that's tough. I love the question though. For starting with the MLB star, you gotta first give credit to Coach Shane Victorino and what he achieved in his MLB career. It's so cool to think that he's actually gonna, be one of the coaches on my team. After I watched him for so many years play the game the right way, go win a couple world championships, and just kind of redefine how hard you could play in a 162 game season. He was that old Cal Ripken Jr. type guy where he's just buzzing around. You don't get the name Flying Hawaiian on accident. But in terms of celebrity, growing up, I'm huge on baseball movies. And Kevin Costner, I feel like if we can make that happen one way or another, just a little Field of Dreams action, whatever it is, if there's anyone that can do it, I think it's Jesse Cole. But if we can get Mr. Costner out there, I think that would be legendary. Just such an icon when you think about baseball movies.
I mean, 100%. I'd bring on Kevin Costner. I have not gotten that yet. Everybody normally gives me, comedians that they like Max Young Goldberg of
Mm,
the Savannah Bananas. He told me that Kevin Hart was his. But honestly, I would love to see Kevin Costner. I mean, Field of Dreams, Bull Durham. I
yeah.
mean, top tier baseball movies. Kevin Costner is that guy to go to, and I mean. He's in his 60s. I feel like he'd still play Local Beach Coconuts baseball if he could, if he had the opportunity. But MLB legend wise, I mean, getting the opportunity to learn under the Flying Hawaiian, Shane Victorino, I mean, dream come true. I mean, I look forward to see what he does in his coaching style and, guests to bring on in 26. And we talked about big guests, big stadiums. I want to ask you with that in 2026. I mean, you guys are playing at I mean, there's Gillette Stadium, there's ESPN Worldwide Sports and Disney. Is there a stadium you're looking forward to in 2026 to play at?
Yeah, I'll give you two big ones and two kind of different reasons here. I was actually born in Lake Elsinore, California. My whole mom's side of the family is from California. My whole dad's side of the family is from Tampa, Florida. My dad's side of the family see me play hundreds of games throughout my career. I was able to get a lot of my family members to that San Diego game for this 2026 World Tour. And it's going to be the first time they've ever seen me. A lot of them, they've never seen me play baseball. And now straight to an MLB stadium, banana ball on the national stage. It's going to be awesome. And because of that, I'm really looking forward to it. I know Petco's got a little bit of a short porch to left. Might have to move up on the dish that night, try to catch it out in front. But the other one was the one you said first, Gillette Stadium. Being a Tampa Bay Bucks fan my entire life, there's no better day than when Tom Brady announced he was coming to town. And now to go to the house he built in Foxborough, if somehow, some way we get TB12 out there, wow, that would be really cool. I don't know if we'll be able to make that happen. He's all over these days with the Fox broadcast crew and whatnot. But Gillette's going to be insane. I don't know how many it holds. I'm sure it's a ton. It's one of the coolest NFL stadiums there is. The Patriots, just legendary. Even outside of just the NFL, you talk about sports, people know the Patriots. It's just one of those household names. And going to play in their stadium, I'm excited to see that locker room. It'll be interesting. I know with the football fields, you usually have a short porch in left or right field. I'm not sure which one it'll be, but I promise you, leading up to that game, I'll either be working on going off or hitting the ball in the air to left that week.
I mean, I look forward to all the games in football stadiums because obviously that's rarely unheard of until you see banana ball. I mean, playing baseball in football stadiums. I mean, MLB stadiums, starting from the Petco aspect. I mean, you're going to be playing on the same field that Machado played at, Tatis. I mean, Adrian Gonzalez. I
Yeah.
mean, I that's absolutely insane. And from the Gillette Stadium aspect, personally, I'm an Eagles fan.
Mm.
So I love, the whole Super Bowls between Nick Foles, Tom Brady, and watching Tom Brady throughout my young childhood dominating Super Bowls. Honestly, I miss him. I don't like Patrick Mahomes. I mean, I got beef with Patrick Mahomes. It's just the new
You
gens
got
Tom
him
Brady.
good last Super Bowl though.
Yeah, I mean that is true. I mean, I watched that entire game with my dad when everybody else at college wanted to watch it with me. I'm like, I don't want to hear all the chirping. I
Yeah.
just want to tune everything out. I got to lock in on this game.
I don't
But
blame you.
speaking of locking in, honestly, that relates to my next question. Personally, for you, I know a lot of baseball players have pregame regimens, rituals, pregame hype songs that they listen to. Do you have something that you do before each game that get your mind locked in before heading out onto that field?
Yeah, I'm definitely a music guy. I don't know why. I know a lot of people these days got the AirPods, but I just love the aspect of just being in your own thoughts, especially while I'm stretching. Excuse me, especially while I'm stretching. It just, for whatever reason, you take out the noise and it's almost like I can feel my body a little bit better. And going into the game as a hitter, always just think about that scouting report. And I don't even really listen to the music. It's playing, but I'm more just zoning in on my thoughts, what's important for that game, trusting the scouting report, trusting my coaches. The one thing Coach Crocs talked about a lot, the one thing about being a veteran pitcher in banana ball, there's so much film out there on YouTube that these rookies like myself, we can go watch. And so that aspect of everything really excites me. I'm a film guy. I know baseball's not a huge film sport, but I like going to watch film. I like studying, just thinking about what do I need to do to be successful. And because of that, the music just it eliminates some of the distraction. It really focuses me in. One weird one that I'll give you, I don't really eat on game days until the game's like done. Everyone my whole life's been like, man, you got to kind of fuel up a little better. It's weird. My focus kind of eliminates my hunger. That's another little weird one. I don't eat till the game's over. I'll eat breakfast and dinner, no lunch, and that's just what I do on game days.
That's gonna be a statement I'm writing down on my phone. The focus eliminates my hunger.
I can
I'm
already
just
see
gonna.
the comments like, do not recommend this. Please eat something. But hey, you can't lie to the camera. It's what I do, guys.
I mean, I want to ask you this. I mean, you talk about music. I mean, eliminated. I mean, having you focus in on the game. Is there any artists or songs that you listen to pregame?
Yeah, I have a bunch, and genre-wise, I bounce around. Like I'll go old school a little bit, like Aerosmith, the Eagles, Bon Jovi, depending on the vibes. Or you go a little bit more new school, a little young boy action, some of the rap music that's a little bit louder, a little bit more hard to understand. But there's a time and a place for everything. I try to kind of just read my own personality for the day, read my energy. If I need to get, a little bit more, a little rap music, little rap, Eminem. Eminem's always a good one. Those lyrics, they fire you up almost every time. But if it's a real big game where, a big attendance, I'll typically try to go a little slower speed. That's when I'll probably, listen to like a Bon Jovi, a Mac Miller, and just like slow down a little bit and just kind of get the heart rate down. In terms of one song though that I always listen to pregame, it's a little embarrassing, but the Triple H song, "The Game" is called. It's the one is it's time to play the game. You know what I'm talking about? That's always the last song I listen to when I'm walking out to the field. Just something about it when the guys just saying it's time to play the game just locks me in. It feels so right. But shout out Triple H. I used to watch him wrestling growing up. Not a huge wrestling fan anymore, but he used to be my guy. And that song will always be one of the ones on my pregame playlist for sure.
I mean, it's great you have a wide range of music, especially for
Mhm.
different situations, from slow melodic songs to heavy rock songs to, rap songs. And, speaking of rap, I have two more questions for you, JD. This question, it's not rap like music, but rap, something you'd wrap a bat around. It's Christmas
Mm.
time. Christmas wrap. I mean, I asked this to every banana ball guy. I want to ask you, custom bats aren't a thing in banana ball as of right now, but if they were to be implemented in the 2026 season or during your tenure here in banana ball, what would you make a custom bat out of and why?
Oh, that is tough. I like that question. Talking more material, right?
Yeah, Fisher Polydorov told me he would make his out of a musical instrument, a bassoon. So,
Oh, I love
oh,
that for Fisher. That's interesting because my brain always goes to like what's going to give me a competitive advantage. So I'm thinking like something more hollow. There's one bat that I remember back in the day. One of my first bats ever was the Black Combat, and I know the brand Combat actually came back. But if for whatever reason I was allowed to come out one day with the Combat from when I was a kid, that would be awesome. In terms of material, I don't know. I've always been a little bit interested about like the bamboo bats. I know they're super hard. Thinking like along the lines of fruit, I don't know if you can do any sort of. I mean, honestly, if we find a good enough craftsman, you think we could craft a coconut, like a coconut husk into a bat? We need a lot of them. I'm thinking we're going to need probably 5 or 6 coconuts here, and you're going to have to really cut them and reform them. Maybe we soak them or something. The water kind of get a little bit more. I don't know. I'm making stuff up as we go here, Jackson. But a coconut bat, oh man, you find a coconut bat, I'm using it.
I mean, I would definitely buy a coconut bat if it was ever put on the banana ball shop. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Ashby Vining told me he'd make his out of a palm tree. So
Ooh,
I mean, whatever sort of beachwear you can find that you can make into a banana ball bat, I would love to use and definitely look forward to that in 26
hmm
if that was ever implemented.
yeah.
But honestly, something I look forward to, I need to get a JD Urso Local Beach coconut jersey. I need to get a jersey of every guy who's ever been on the podcast.
Well, because
Um,
you're JD Sports, I feel like it makes sense.
I mean, for sure. I mean, I would definitely get one whenever it drops on the Banana Ball shop. But
Heck yeah.
JD, final question for you. I ask this to every Banana Ball guy. Banana Ball's motto is fans first entertainment. What
Mhm.
does fans first mean to you?
Yeah, I love that question. Really good one to end on. What that means to me, you don't know what these kids are thinking these days. When you meet people, you truly don't know the story. Even when you have a couple minute conversation, you get a glimpse of it, but you never really understand the full backing of what that individual's been through. Fans first to me is basically a reminder of every single fan that comes in is an equal opportunity for us to go and make someone's life better. Well, there's no fan in the bananas world that's more important than another. We go out and we treat every single person like it's the only game they're ever going to get to and the first game they've ever been to. And with that in mind, we talk to these kids, we hear the most amazing stories. We hear sometimes, hey, we stopped playing baseball for a while because we had a rough coach, but the bananas have brought us right back. I've been working with this kid, doing a couple lessons with him. His name's Colton. Colton's been to 38 banana ball games. And just talking to his mom, like his life has actually been shaped by this game that Jesse and Emily designed. And not only that, he has a jersey of every single team, the 4 jerseys that have come out, and then he's got the brand new Coach Crocco jersey, and I believe the Clowns jersey out right now is the Coach Fox jersey. I don't know when the players will drop, but he's already bought both of that. So he's got 6 total jerseys of teams and probably 20 total jerseys of players. He's an absolute stud. And just seeing how much it means to him, the fans first mentality, I wish more sports organizations would put out there and just see how many fans they can impact on a nightly basis. But when you truly make that your purpose, it's special. I think it's the reason why people want to be in my boat so much is because we get to have impact, we get to make friends, and we get to make these lifelong relationships that are gonna, one way or another, make these kids' lives better and make my life better just being able to have a part in his or her life. So I think that for sure is something that I'm one of the most excited about. Just how many people can I meet this year that I can keep communicating with long term? And if I can help them in any capacity, that's my goal.
I mean, that's what it's all about, JD. I mean,
Mhm.
making a great impact on a fan, a coach, a player. I mean, anything around the banana ball game, something that, makes their experience worthwhile and makes them want to come back to a banana ball game. I mean, that's what it's all about when it comes to baseball, the content creation aspect of everything and doing something to, brighten their day. But JD, thank you
Absolutely.
so much for taking time out of your day. I mean, I look forward to seeing what you do in 2026, and I hope you have a happy holidays, man.
Likewise, my man. Thank you for having me, Jackson. Anytime you need me, you let me know. This was a blast.